Live in 3, 2, and that's it. Broadcasters, we're live on YouTube. Vape Church. Sound is going to echo in any second now as soon as the window pops open and starts playing the video. Oh, I caught it. Caught the mute. This week, what are we talking about? We're supposed to talk about the VAP Cap M and the Dynavap, but we're going to push that to next week. This week we're going to talk about how our consumption habits of cannabis have changed during Corona. Starting out the sesh, we got Southbound, we got Kenny from Sticky Brick Labs, Jojo from Jojo's Creations, maker of the infamous induction heater, Gentleman Turkey, and Wind Rider starting out. Got a few people that are video off right now, but they'll be joining. The links will be in the description to join eventually, as soon as I switch my YouTube account around and log into the Vape Church account. How are you gentlemen doing this week?
Doing well.
Very good.
Good, man.
Doing good.
Good to hear. It's 4/19.
Happy 4/19.
Indeed.
4/19 indeed.
Have you guys partaken in any vape sales and any of the 420 sales going on?
I got a couple of things. Picked up a Rio and a couple sticky bricks.
The
Bubbler.
Rio. Oh, and you got a couple sticky bricks too.
Yeah.
Nice, Kenny. You have a sticky brick sale going on, right?
Yes, sir.
What's your sale information?
Early April 20 will save you 20% on anything until Tuesday night at midnight, I believe. We went one extra day because, some people are late.
Nice. And that's on all bricks, everything?
And everything in our store, 20% off.
Wonderful. So the
until
code,
the 21st, sorry.
what was the code? Early 420?
Early April 20.
Early April 20 at
Yeah.
stickybricklabs.com. Save you 20%
Yes.
right there.
Which is we have a banner up on the website. Yeah.
Okay. So if somebody goes there, the code will be reminded. So we don't have to
Yes.
watch the video a bunch of times. Good. Sticky Brick Labs. And that sale goes until Wednesday?
The Tuesday, the 21st at midnight.
Tuesday the 20th. Okay, so you got 2 more days to take advantage of the Sticky Brick Labs sale. There's more vape deals linked in the description of this video on my website. Sticky Bricks are also on sale at PUFFEDUP, but I think they're sold out of a bunch of them already. So might have to check both locations. South, you got the Rio. How much was the Rio after your discount?
I got the V3, which was supposed to be $250, but it was $200.
Whew. That's a good deal on a Rio, man.
Yeah, man, it's gorgeous too. I love this thing.
Badass. Oh, it's the Joker
Oh.
colors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my jam
I like that a lot. We'll have a dab with you later. I pressed
for
some
sure.
rosin last night. Not much. I already dabbed some of it, but I have one or two more dabs left here.
Excellent.
I'm gonna hit this G43. I've been hitting the G43 a lot lately because my SSV 43 is retired until tomorrow. So one more day. One more
You'll
day.
get there.
G43 is the next best thing. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, you're muted, Kenny. Whew. So yeah, I wanted to hit up the consumption topic a little bit because we kind of bounced it around in our Zoom. And we've been Zoom session a lot lately. Like we've been in Zoom sessions like Jojo and Kenny and Southie. I know you've held some Zoom sessions that were like 10, 12, 18 hours long. And I know I've been involved in a lot of them, but you guys have been there a lot more than I have. And even then I know that my consumption has gone up quite a bit since this whole quarantine. And I think a lot of it has to do with the availability of so many people to sesh with. Speaking of people to sesh with, welcome to the sesh, Carrot Dabber. Welcome to the show.
Howdy.
Hey, carrots.
Carrots.
Welcome, Carrots.
What's up,
Carrots?
Kenny, Jojo. Howdy.
Carrots.
Howdy.
We're talking a little bit about how our consumption has changed during the Corona quarantine self-distancing thing. So I wanted to bring that in as a topic and see if it's just me that's suddenly vaping twice as much weed, or if other people are also going through more medication.
Totally. I'd say it's affected us for sure. At least in different ways. Like, it was harder to find at first. So
it created some like shortages as far as like
shortages,
black gray market. So I mean, even in a legal market, it fucked shit up. Like all the cheaper,
right?
All the good cheap stuff got cleaned out like within a week. Still, and I still can't get my good deals.
Yeah. So that sucks. That's and jobs. You know, we haven't had the money to buy as much, but we've also been wanting to use more. Just because everything's been real stressful. And we're also about to move, or we're in the middle of a move. I'm in that apartment currently. So we're like, well, we should probably stock up before we move. But that's proved harder than I anticipated. So we're working on that. So if there were no shortages, if there were no financial issues, usage would definitely just be up on all fronts, I think.
Yeah. I've definitely felt that.
That's just me.
As far as like wanting to consume more and usage is up. Although I did scale back on dabs, and I feel like in a way that's almost balanced out. Maybe I would have to like actually do the math and look at the records and stuff like that to figure that out. But I haven't dabbed very much in the last week, maybe 10 days, 2 weeks. Like I've been cutting back on dabs, but not spending my money on high end dabs because of the affordable good dabs have all been wiped out, you know. So I've been sticking to the dry herb. Anyone else have any?
We haven't had dabs in 2 weeks, if that tells you anything.
But
We've actually, I've probably been, consuming a little bit more, but what I've noticed is here in PA, a lot of the dispensaries have started selling untrimmed weed and selling it at a discount. So you've actually been able to get a lot more, and the untrimmed stuff's been pretty good. It reminds me of the stuff we used to get like in the 90s where, okay, you gotta, pull some of the stems off, but that's really about it. But it's actually made it a bit cheaper here. And they're selling more weight like than they used to. Like it used to be hard to get quarters, and now they're selling a lot more quarters and stuff. So that's been interesting.
That's interesting. And I remember hearing about that, or I guess it was you talking about that in one of the late night sessions.
Yeah. Yep.
And like untrimmed eighths and stuff like that. That's fascinating. Like the herb market is changing due to Corona. Like the can't put a bunch of trimmers together in a room to trim weed anymore. Gotta make them trim at home. Trimming's expensive, and then once the process changes. So yeah,
everybody's stuck at home more. Maybe friction's a little higher around the house sometimes, and you need a little more lubricant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, fair to say consumption is up.
That's a good angle too, man. A little more lubricant.
The news wants to paint the picture a little differently. Domestic situations are on the rise.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
There's some author that said, or some scholar that argued that alcohol was the lubricant of society. And that may or may not still be true, but but cannabis has definitely taken some of that role
Agreed.
as the societal lubricant.
Yeah.
Makes things flow a little smoother.
I'm pretty sure
Current
that was
crisis
Homer
has
Simpson.
proved that a little more as well. Like all the states that have it have made it essential. Most all of them, at least.
Yeah, that I was kind of surprised to see that. It's pretty cool.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
At the end of the day, it also it legitimizes.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, yeah.
That's the
No,
word. I was gonna say validates, but yeah, it makes it legit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish the other states would get on board.
There's always the potential that this current crisis will also cause some eyes to open up a little more in the future, just because it'll be another source of revenue for all these states that are going to be hurting.
It's true.
Yeah.
It can do a lot of good things for the cannabis industry. It can kind of push it forward faster. It can even be a way to stimulate the economy, like to pull things out of a recession.
Certain things always sell, no matter whether you're in a depression or not. So why not take advantage of that?
Yeah. Better. I mean, it'd be better than going to war. What some of the other political tactics involved.
Yeah, no shit, right?
I mean, I know I'm fairly new to these Zoom sessions, but I would say that I've probably started consuming a little bit more, just because now it almost feels like I have a community that I can smoke with when I can't go out and actually physically see people. I still can physically see people and interact and, hear everybody's opinion. And it's kind of really cool to have that community. And like you were saying, with people going 10, 14 hours of sessions, I don't have to just find VAPE Church. I can just find a Zoom session and have 2 or 3 people to session with at almost any time of the day, and it's really cool.
Yeah, it is.
So
Really,
it's definitely
sure.
boosted my intake.
yeah, for real. And I thank you for saying that, and thank you again, JoJo and Southie and Kenny Carrots for making that happen all the damn time. Like there's a sesh going pretty frequently. And it takes commitment from people, and thank you guys for holding that commitment.
And it's just nice to have it. To be honest, it's like my consumption. I might be up a tiny bit, but I don't think it's that much. Honestly, the first maybe half a week of being locked down, I vaped less just because I don't know. I was in a funk over being locked down. Probably it was just like I don't give a shit, whatever. But after that, it kind of leveled out. And I think a lot of that is because of these Zoom meetings. It was like, okay, I can go hang out with friends again. So
it's nice.
It's not like we're sitting there just vaping our brains away in the Zoom sessions. Half the time JoJo's doing work or, we're just shooting the shit about music or whatever. So right. I think that actually, for me, helps me from vaping more. Because if I didn't have my buddies to go hang out and chat with, I would just probably sit on the couch and watch TV and wind up not getting anything done with the rest of the day because you just get sucked into that TV kind of mode. So
wonderful. So look at the community service we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
That's a good point. And this is more social than I've been in years, like with these Zoom sessions and shit like that.
Yeah, me too.
I think it's probably why it's making my videos a little less frequent. Because my video expression is like also my social energy, like I have so much social energy per day or per week. I don't know how it works, but like that can go into, Vape Church 24-hour sessions or long sessions to hang out with you guys, making videos. Like I only have so much of it.
Yeah.
Choice sessions in the waiting room.
What? Oh, sorry about that.
Interrupt.
Thanks for the ping. I didn't see it. It flashed in the beginning.
I like how people come and go from the Zoom session all day long, and
oh boy, that's trippy.
Yeah,
social interaction that we're getting from it.
Agree.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love
Oh,
like
that's key.
taking my lunch break at work, jumping in, talking for half an hour, 45 minutes. You're like, all right, cool, that was nice.
Yeah.
Hopping back into whatever
Yeah.
else I was doing. It's a good way to break the day up and just kind of feel sane for a bit.
Yep, I've used it as a carrot to dangle in front of myself a few times. Like, okay, I can go jump in the Zoom sesh after I do this, this, and this, or what, just to keep myself going.
Yeah.
It's we can sit around and watch TV and vape, do whatever all day long, right? But it's whether we're having intelligent conversations in the Zoom session or not, at least we're interacting, and that's
Yeah.
certainly better for our minds than sitting around doing nothing or
Yeah.
Watching TV all day or something.
Yeah, but the intake thing for sure, I am certainly using a little bit more than I normally would. But what are you supposed to do? You're sitting at home. There's patches of nothingness that would be filled otherwise. So
Yeah. I mean, how many hours per week do you usually spend at the shop, like at Sticky Brick Labs?
50 to 60.
Yeah. So that's a lot of time that you're not
No.
filling.
And even if this is all the shipping stuff, but even if I'm shipping, it's still hours a day. It's not, we're not building. There's nothing left to do after shipping. So
we watch you ship. Like we're here in the Zoom. We'll be shipping, and sometimes they'll show off things. He's like, here's a Max that's going out.
Right.
Awesome.
We got to watch you make accessory packs the other day. That was good fun.
Yeah.
I felt bad because in the 24-hour stream you did the voting thing where like you were shipping out Maxes and you would hold up two and we would choose which one would go out. I got so many requests from people like, oh, I heard that you picked my sticky brick in the stream. Is there any way I can watch it? And I was like,
yeah, we lost
you
it.
fucked us over on that one. Sorry.
All right.
That was so cool. Like picking.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun because I never do that. The truth is you get the next one boxed in the pile because I think it's the fairest thing. I don't look at any of them. It's pre-boxed, so you just get the next one in line, and that way everybody has a fair chance of getting a really awesome one.
And they're all unique and beautiful.
Right.
There's no bad ones.
But I will say it was fun that day because, I'm at home. Things are a little different. Everything's not boxed. It was fun holding up two walnuts and saying this or this.
Yeah, it was fun picking for people too.
It was a unique experience.
Yeah, and it wasn't always a majority. Like there was split decisions. There was people that liked one over the other. So
yeah, that was interesting. I enjoyed that.
It was fun.
Yeah.
That was a hell of a sesh.
Yeah, it was a long sesh. Wow.
Boy.
Yeah.
That 24 hours did some damage to the supply for sure.
That 24 hours did some damage to my extroversion. Like I think I slept.
Yeah.
Didn't talk to anybody for the next 20 hours.
Yes.
Speaking of social energy, I know something about myself is that I'm an introvert. As much as I very much enjoy socializing and being in these groups, in groups in general, I'm definitely at my core an introvert. I need my time to myself. That's been such a nice thing about this community is how you can jump in when you want to or when you can. And if you can't or if you don't have to, then it's still there and it's fine. I for about a week, I turned off my notifications for Discord. I turned off every notification for everything. Like if somebody needed to contact me, they could call me. But other than that, I was relatively unreachable.
You were busy.
Yeah. And because I was just trying to finish this project. It was just like, I need to move and that's coming up and I'm going to be crazy busy then. And I don't know if I can do all this all at the same time. And so I was just trying, but I very much missed it. There's a part of me that wished that I had made time. But I don't know if I have the willpower to set a time to where I'm just in it for 30 minutes and then I leave and I can go back to my thing. I always end up session for 3 hours. So I don't know. I can't remember what my point was, but I just I did miss these sessions when I was away.
We missed you, man. We missed you.
Oh, well,
Absolutely. It's good.
Yeah,
to have you
everybody
back.
was asking about you, and you know, it's there's regulars, right? And
Mhm.
I have to go back to the healthy thing. I feel like it's healthy to be talking to people rather than watching Netflix or whatever it is. So
Yes. We got a recommendation out because I'm in graduate school, and something that you're told throughout graduate school is like, you know, graduate school isn't really built to be emotionally healthy. It like students go crazy just like because you're managing all of your time, but it's all just kind of open, and you end up in your own world a lot of the time. In some of my classes with my professor were like, well, shouldn't we like respect you in a certain kind of way? And they're like, listen, I spent 5 years in a library. Like, you know, somebody working in a restaurant should get just as much as respect as a professor. And shit, I lost my point. So I haven't been vaping in like very much for the last few days because we've just been moving. We just haven't had time. And so just sitting down with just like a one bowl is like hitting me a little harder than I anticipated. And that's okay. Feels nice. Feels really nice.
that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yeah, because they're for, oh my gosh, like last week, I couldn't, like nothing was working. Nothing. And I was so sad. I was like, man, this, the only thing that would actually work would be a sticky brick. And I would have to do like 2 or 3 bowls. And
It doesn't take long to lower your tolerance though. Like
Mm-mm.
when your tolerance gets
Oh.
fucked up like that, like that doesn't take a drastically long time to bring it back down to a realistic level. I've noticed that. We talked about that with my dabs in pre-sesh.
Mm-mm. Oh man, I haven't had dabs in weeks. And so whenever that happens, it's going to be wonderful.
Yeah, I've been limiting mine very, very much.
Yeah, but both Lux and I were working super hard. She was finishing her program, but she's all done now. So now we just have to worry about moving. But man, both of us were just like sitting at our desks next to each other, just like feeling like we were going crazy for like 2 weeks. And we would have bowls ready, you know, sitting on our desk, but we would just be sitting there just freaking out and wouldn't even touch it. And we're like, oh my God, this is a problem. But yeah, it's important. Like you said, Kenny, it's healthy to kind of take a few minutes to just center yourself, maybe talk to some people, get out of your head a little bit.
It just it feels normal. That's what I think
Mhm.
every day, that it's a little bit of normalcy, as weird as that is, because this wasn't a huge thing for me. I don't have a desktop or multiple monitors. I was working off of a laptop for a little while, and but just interacting and seeing people, yeah. We've gone for a couple drives recently, and that felt very normal too. And I think we're going to start doing that every night. Just go on one drive to get out of the house and get away.
Nice.
And yeah.
And when we lived somewhere we couldn't smoke, that's what we did every night. We would just go for a drive and pack a couple spliffs, and that would be the night. So that definitely would feel normal to me too. So we might do some of that too once things are a little calmed down.
We've played a ton of board games, so we're starting to hit the end of the line on that.
I wondered what it. Sorry, go ahead, Tom.
Oh, I was just going to ask what the board game of choice was.
Harry Potter Clue.
Nice. I'd want to play that.
That's fun.
Clue is actually a really good game because it like teaches some critical thinking.
Logic.
It's awesome.
Yeah, like the logic.
Such a great game. Yes. She loves it. It's Harry Potter, and she has to figure it out. So it's a lot of fun.
Nice.
I've never been able to beat Lux in Clue, so I hate Clue. It's not. I love the game, but she wins it every single time.
My family, my daughters, especially my older daughter, actually both of them now. They take.
I told you I had a friend who would also win it, so we just sit there and make guys.
Like they write down everything. They're like, if I make a guess, they write it down. You know, it's crazy. And they fucking win. They win most of the time.
We all have our own little notes on the cards that we're making when people make a guess and stuff. And yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I loop that into my method. Like I know that they're going to be analyzing me.
Mm-hmm.
So I switch up my style to fuck with them.
Yeah. Yeah, Clue's such a good game. And it's not the 3-hour nightmare that Risk could turn out to be.
Oh my God.
Which I love also, but
I love Risk so much. But man, I don't know how many games I've actually finished.
That's what I'm saying. That and Monopoly, you could just go forever, and it's fun, but Monopoly less so. Risk is awesome.
Yeah. Monopoly is one of those games where you almost have to change the rules a little bit at the end. Like at some point, you're just like, fuck this.
Because people make Monopoly more difficult there by not actually following the rules. The game goes a lot faster if you actually follow the real rules.
Okay.
You mean like
one of the big ones that everybody
stuff?
skips is every time somebody lands on a property, it's for sale. And if you don't want to buy it, then it's up for auction.
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't even know that rule.
I didn't know that either.
That's in the real rules. Yeah. And no one ever plays by those rules. So the games drag out for like 3 hours and shit.
Yeah, that would seriously expedite things.
So I was curious. I've seen online that there's some with this being kind of a normal societal thing now. People are designing games around like a virtual private session. Are there any games that people think would be really good for that?
Yeah, I want to play Kenny Heads Up in virtual session.
Like the Jack TV games.
I think they switched the Pokemon game to help you be at home and still play.
Oh, really?
Yes, to encourage you to stay home.
Pokemon Go is now Pokemon Stay at Home.
It's they're I appreciate that they're thinking about it and that they're
that's cool.
Putting games out there that are, really my daughter is just starting to get to the age where we're letting her get online to play video games for the first time. She's played video games, just not online. And how else is she supposed to interact with her friends? Like they're doing FaceTime chats and stuff, but they love that they've found a little video game that can connect online and play.
Yeah, that's awesome. My kids have been just Skyping, like with their groups. They got like Skype groups. They're not smoking.
I think it's important more important for the kids than the adults to connect like that. It's hard for their classes and stuff. So yeah. I think this whole model is very neat and may continue for quite a while as we muddle through this.
Absolutely.
Welcome to the sesh, RC, Flip the Nan.
Hey guys.
Welcome.
What's up?
Nan.
What's up?
How you doing?
I had some naan yesterday.
Oh,
That's pretty good.
Oh, I love naan.
It wasn't amazing, but it was pretty good.
Wait, you didn't make it?
Did you ask if I ate it naked?
No, didn't.
Yep, that's what he asked.
Yes.
Who doesn't? But
What?
have you made your own naan, Troy? You're a grill guy. I know one thing people say a good way to make good naan is with a grill.
Really?
Like using a cast iron pan on top of a grill.
Yeah.
You get the really good underneath heat and then the top heat that really
I have a pizza.
Especially
Because
when
it's
you're
soft.
naked.
I could do it with
Especially when you're
my
naked.
charcoal pizza oven, wood-fired pizza.
Just in your recipe
I
store.
couldn't resist.
All right. That'd be perfect. I would love to do that. The best naan I've ever had was at this restaurant in New York City. I remember we went there, and it was like Martha Stewart's favorite naan, like that she featured on her show. So we went there. I went there with my brother-in-law and his wife.
Like a 7-year wait to get in or
It
something.
was amazing. It's the best Indian food I've ever had in my life.
Isn't naan like the bread? No. It's
Yeah.
a whole dish.
Yeah,
Naan
it's
is
the
like
bread.
It's the bread.
It's the bread.
Yeah.
It's just like flatbread, right? Like
yeah.
pita
yeah,
without
yeah.
the pocket.
They
Yeah.
cook it in like traditionally it's cooked in like the inside of like a tandoori. Like
Yeah.
Story.
Tap it up on the angled, and then when it's almost ready to fall off, that's when it's done. From what I've seen on TV.
You smack
We
it
ate
up on
at
the
a-
inside.
We ate at an Ethiopian place in DC. They brought you trays of things, and they had
That
naan
sponge. No, it's
bread
different.
like in a platter. Is it different? That's why I was asking.
The Ethiopian stuff. I can't remember the name of it. Does anybody know it? It's like spongier, or it's supposed
Okay.
to be.
I know what you're talking about because it's
Yeah.
like more of a corn cake or something, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a little thicker than I think than a
Yeah.
right.
I
It was very good though.
the Ethiopian place I remember, I've been to a few, but there was one that would do like the big. It was just one big piece of the spongy bread, and they piled the little like dishes all on top of it that we were all around, and we were all supposed to just like tear the bread and take the little bits out of
Scoop
it.
from the dish. Yeah, that was it exactly.
Yeah,
Very good.
love that stuff. That's some of my favorite stuff right there. Easily. It's been so long.
And we always get talking about food. We get high and we start
I
talking.
know.
I'm
We
thinking
talk about
how
it
much
on
is in my
Zoom every
refrigerator, man.
night.
You guys are bad.
It's all flipping that non's fault.
Sorry.
Right. Let me just name myself New York Tiba or New York strip steak.
Porterhouse, man. Yeah. Mm.
I'll be
let's
Detroit
stop.
style pizza.
Let's get back to how much we partake.
Pork belly burnt ends.
And Gentleman Turkey. He's putting in his subliminal.
Yeah.
Right. I need a drumstick.
Yeah, it's funny.
Keep my wings out of frame.
So yeah. My dab consumption has been down, but my flower consumption has been up. And I've been trying to tell myself that I'm gonna vape more CBD hemp flower. And I bought a bunch from Cascadia again, but I haven't dipped into it very, very heavily.
And has there been shortages, or have they denied deliveries or anything like that out there?
No, not particularly. Like Ease is one of the California places that I use often. They haven't had any concentrates at all, like in the last month. So I guess that's been a little bit of a shortage, and all of the affordable good concentrates from my favorite dispensary have been wiped out, or they had been.
Mm-hmm.
The $200 ounces for good flour, they're gone. They don't do that anymore.
With so many people staying home, if you're working from home, you can kind of partake more than you normally would. So
yeah,
I would assume consumption is up across the board.
Yeah,
alcohol, just everything.
Mm-hmm. I put in an order like an hour ago online, and I'm not sure when it's going to arrive.
That sucks. Concentrates are nice, but it sounds like you need some gray market homies and connections, Troy.
Yeah, I do. And actually, the one I'm ordering from is actually kind of gray. I can actually show it here.
Very nice, right?
I think the worst is that somebody's gonna come up and be like, "Hey, you want a sesh?" Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the spirit of 419, baby.
A card that I don't recognize just pulled up.
Alrighty.
Fun.
You're here already?
Do that.
Oh,
I think
Be that time.
it's just a neighbor.
Yeah,
Man, you got a lot of watchers on YouTube. Your neighbors are watching. That's awesome.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's the neighbor guy. It's not my delivery.
Is anybody waiting until tomorrow to buy something?
I bought everything already. I re-upped
Yeah.
on my weed yesterday.
Yeah.
I did buy a flip brick yesterday too.
Nice.
So
Nice.
looking forward to
Thanks,
that.
RC.
I
Thank
think
you.
I hear people that are waiting for tomorrow. Though. People that are saying like the best deals are on 420, right?
I'm
No.
pretty sure I'm done with my spree, but I think that I'm also not going to say 100% no, because I've seen some pretty crazy like 12 o'clock midnight, emails that say, hurry, we've got so many deals for this ridiculous price. So I wouldn't give out hope yet if you are waiting till 420, but I don't know. I'm not that patient. So I pretty much knew what I wanted and I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna wait until tomorrow to order from the dispensary, but I remember last year trying to get in on some of the 420 deals, or 2 years ago trying to get in on some 420 deals, and they're like, "Sorry, man, that's all sold out." So today,
The risk you run.
and the 420 sale starts today. It's 419 and 420, so it's like, fuck, I'm just gonna buy it right now.
Mm-hmm.
so everybody here did is all the dispensaries started on like Friday, and they just like every day they're like switching up their deals a little bit, but they've all had great deals all weekend.
Yeah, I got a free eighth and a lighter off my delivery yesterday.
Nice. I got a letter in the mail yesterday. Got a new torch lighter.
We haven't bought
That's
ourselves. Oh, nice.
Oh, is that the decapping lighter?
It is the
Red
decap.
blazes or not?
I was just looking at that today.
Take my VAP cap, my 2020 VAP cap.
That'd be slick for the 2020.
It's pretty nice, man.
And then
Where'd you
can
get that
use
from?
to open it up.
It's from Brilliant Cut.
Oh, they make lighters now?
They make this one that has the decapper, and they also have a debowler with the decapper, which I don't know where I went now. Must have moved it. Oh, it's here.
I guess I'm not done shopping yet then. Damn.
Oh,
that's cool.
So
That's all aluminum or stainless steel?
it's aluminum with the magnet in the middle. That's also the decapper that has a little debowler spikes.
Oh, that's
It
nice.
is
Need your cord.
produce.
That
If you end up needing it, you can plug into that.
What's the sound coming from?
I think it's press.
Gotcha.
Resonator.
I got it.
Is the debowler about the same size as the Brilliant Cut grinder?
No, it's bigger.
Or? Okay.
Like if I put it up next to a Brilliant Cut.
All right.
It's considerably.
No, they just need to give us one right in the middle of the two as a grinder.
Ruby red.
That is pretty.
That is really pretty.
Do they have any sales on Brilliant Cut right now?
I think Brilliant Cut is doing 20% off right now.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often.
Or maybe it's just 10%. I'm not
It
sure.
was 10% last time because I was about to get one earlier today.
Okay. There's a link in the description for my affiliate link if you want to use it.
I'll use that.
I saw something from one of the Brilliant Cut people on one of the forums saying that they've got the big one coming too.
Badass.
like May, maybe even like sooner than I was expecting it to be coming.
Nice.
So I'm excited for that.
When I opened it, I thought it was the 4-piece. I'm like, oh shit, they sent me the 4-piece, but they just sent me an extra grinding plate of a different color.
Nice.
Yeah. 10%. Okay. Still though,
10%.
those things don't go on
Still,
sale.
yeah.
I mean, you still have to wait for it,
Yeah.
right? You still have to wait a month or something like that. Probably 6 weeks.
Probably even longer now. They're going to sell more. They're on sale.
It's worth the wait.
Yeah. We're
I've
definitely
buy one a few times.
I think we've decided to get one because our grinder is just not quite cutting it anymore.
So many colors, it's hard to choose.
I posted up colors earlier in the Discord. I was like, guys, we can't decide. And then after I put those two up, I was like, wait, maybe we should be choosing between these two. And because Amanda, so she's literally been, every time I've brought the phone to her, she's like, no, stop showing me options. I'm just getting mad at you. I'm not going to be able to decide. Shit. I can't decide. So I don't know. But I think the only other thing we're going to get this 420 is the Sticky Prick Max.
Excited.
Which,
Woohoo!
as soon as we...
Yes, you are.
Woo! No, I'm so excited. But yeah, I think so. Whether we wait until tomorrow, I don't think it's really going to matter. It's either going to be today or tomorrow.
Which Max are you gonna get?
He doesn't know yet.
I technically don't know yet. I think Canary was our top choice, but we saw they were sold out online. But the Purple Heart was our other. We were having trouble deciding between Canary and Purple Heart.
They're all so damn pretty. You wouldn't know what.
I know. It's gonna be great.
I've been digging the Canary. Like,
yeah,
me too.
Canary. Oh my God!
After seeing Southeast, I was like, done.
Dude,
look at that.
Neat colors.
Just like,
like, come here.
Yep.
That's beautiful.
That
Canary for the win.
Hold it up for one more second.
What?
I don't know though. Purple Heart.
So beautiful.
A little more purple.
That's just
streak.
Sick.
Stunning.
That's stunning.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
beautiful.
that.
Functional art.
I'm just gonna.
It's so good.
Definitely the top choice for us right now, I think.
Just gonna leave you spotlighted for a minute, Southie. Stare you down for owning
Yeah.
that.
Go back to.
Hold on, my cat is trying to dig its way under my door, so I'm going to go take care of that. I'll be right back.
Next step is taking our cats over here. So that's going to be fun. Moving cats is always fun.
Moving with cats, I agree. That's horrible.
Oh, God.
So
And
not
they
only
don't stop yowling.
We're consuming more weed during the quarantine. We're also buying more vapes. I bought more vapes. I bought a bunch of vapes.
Yeah,
I've been
I
tempted.
need it. Especially with this $1,200. It's really tempting to just buy stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man, were you about to go on vacation, RC?
Yeah, I canceled my tickets to Hawaii.
Is that what you're talking about? Like with all your money now? Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, I have a Ghost with an extra battery if you're interested.
Yeah.
I think if I were to put all mine together, I think I've got about 5 of them.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
I've got the supercharger if that entices you anymore.
Damn. I should sell that shit off.
Oh, it's now it's a
Still wouldn't
collector's
recoup your
item,
money from them.
like the
I know,
square.
but I don't need 5 of them.
No.
No. Well, maybe you do.
Well,
No. Nobody needs 5 of them.
yeah.
You could turn them into brass knuckles in some way, because those things would hurt somebody.
Dude, those things. If you take the battery out and use that metal bottom, fuck,
Yeah.
cut
They're
somebody up.
solid.
You could ship somebody.
Yeah. Yes.
Hey,
Yeah,
yo,
I
does
got
anybody
the-
got a CVAP?
Yeah, I
Sorry,
got one.
sticky brick. Kenny.
It's on the way.
Yeah. How's it look? I got one on the way. Yeah.
I made my own.
I got a 2018 CVAP.
Where did I put it though?
That's unique.
Yeah, I don't know who to give it to yet, but I'm not going to use it.
I tried to make my own, but now it's all fucked up.
I think Nina must have it. I cooked the 2022. I don't know if you can see.
Ooh, that's a nice bake.
Very nice.
I dig it.
Yeah. I have a friend in Johnson City, Tennessee. I'm going to bring it to.
Nice.
Yeah. He just lost his wife a few months ago, and
Oh man.
I don't think they weren't married. It's an interesting story, but I got to know him pretty well. He had just gotten out of 30 years of prison, and so he didn't have a car or anything like that. So, but he was working at the restaurant that I was working at, so I started taking him to get groceries and stuff. But I haven't talked to him in a while, and I just talked to him recently, and he was like, "Man, I know I'm going to be going through my weed pretty quick," and I was like, "Oh man, Dynavap would be great." But I couldn't afford one, and so the CVAP's come along. I was like,
Nice.
yes. Yes. So I'm pretty stoked.
That's what it's all about. Compassion, man. Or Corona, whatever you want. I love George for that.
Yeah. George, pretty great.
Keep talking. I don't want to talk.
So I got the Terra. I keep raving about that on the Zoom sessions. That was something I got for 420 this year. I'm loving the Terra.
Good, man.
Yeah, that's
There's on
definitely
sale
a
for what,
ripper.
169 right now.
Yes.
Link in the description
Yes.
for the 420 sales, for the 420 deals.
Shit.
And I got a debowler,
Ooh,
Yes.
needle drop, debowlers.
Yeah, I got myself one of those.
Oh, there's a magnet to those.
Right.
That's
These
pretty cool.
things are awesome. So the spike
They're
is a
amazing.
magnet, and you just drop it in there. Sorry, my camera angle's poor. There you go.
What?
Probably showing it better.
Yeah.
Mine's at home, or else I would show mine off too.
This twisted nail is
Yes.
sweet.
Yeah, I like
Twisted
that
nail
too.
is cool.
And the whole idea of it being on a magnet is also pretty nice.
yeah.
Those
Yeah.
magnets are cool. I love
And the
magnets.
twisted nail as well.
And then he's sending the album covers with him, and that was my album.
Yeah,
Which is totally awesome.
that's amazing.
This is the small one. I got a bigger one in the other room, and this is the album art that came to go with the bigger one.
I was just about to ask if that was the.
Yeah, it was actually a 2-record set, and James was kind enough to give me both of the records as Steve Bowler, so I scored on that one. And I get to look at that guy's pretty face every day now, so, everybody's winning.
And I'm making a little trade for the SSV, for another SSV. Because every household should have 2 of those,
You wouldn't want it to lead to a divorce or something. You can just put one for
You don't want to
wife and
fight.
one for
You
Yeah.
can't be fighting over a single SSV. That's just
No.
silly.
Ridiculous. I just gave Nina my other run now, so I understand.
And then I think I have a G43 on the way also. Shout out to Bud. Thank you.
Nice.
Yes.
You got glass balls to go with that SSV.
I have to, well, I'm gonna wait to see how Monk does with the Ruby. Actually, I tried the quartz, and honestly, I haven't taken it apart to see if it fused to the rod at all. But I'm not seeing a performance difference, so I would not pay the extra for the quartz. And it seems to hit pretty much the same as Troy's, so I don't see why you'd spend $75 on quartz balls.
Balls are dope, but nice
Yes.
reasoning.
Yes. I can see longevity, and also maybe expansion. Probably a little less expansion with the quartz, but I think I have enough room in mine for them to move upwards if they need to. So I'm not real worried about it.
Yeah, I'm picking up. I bought a couple things at the beginning of the month. Like I got a flip brick when your early sale started, Kenny. But I wanted to pick up some new glass, but like cheap. Like I wanted to do like bang for my buck glass. So I've got a knockoff coming from DHgate that should be here relatively soon. And then Brothership does second quality stuff. And I'm trying one of their straight fab eggs for really cheap. So I'm curious to see like what the quality of that is. So we'll see. But that should be here, I think, like Tuesday. So I'm really excited to give that a spin.
Nice.
And like some just random carb caps and stuff.
I love new glass, so I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I can look up this Brothership. That sounds interesting.
Anybody
So
know?
it's, yeah,
who has
Mothership's
Leos?
like second. It's like their B like brand, and then it's a second quality of that. So like it's all it's basically just their standard clear stuff made with a different manufacturing site and stuff like that, but it's still all US.
Oh, so it's like 900 instead of 2,000.
Basically, yeah. But then you can get like the SWAT. Like I got a second quality straight fab, and it was like 150. So I was like, all right, that'll do.
Wow.
Like a fab egg. Those are heady as shit.
Yeah, they got those in there. I think that's the most expensive piece they have on there is their fab egg. I think that's like the $900 one.
Yeah, the straight fab is $450.
But I was reading reviews of like the Mothership second quality, and they're all basically like, you really have no idea. So I'm like, all right, well, if it's the same kind of overall corporate thing, hopefully it's the same. Not much of a difference for the second quality. We'll see.
Yeah, because they're not going to sell something that lacks in function or,
right.
But I don't know.
If it's a scratch, and I'll take $250, $300 off for a scratch for sure.
Yeah. But it's the same with like instruments and stuff. Like you can get some really nice like guitars and stuff with just like a tiny little blemish that they're like, oh yeah, it's blemished. And you're like, what's blemished?
Perfect.
I was like, oh, there's this little thing here. If you look really close, I'm like, that I can't even like that. Just looks like. And I'm also a fan of like wood irregularities. So like anytime I see like little wood splotches or something, that's cool. But yeah, that can be considered a flaw in manufacturing. So
I look at it as them doing the work for me because I'm going to scratch it at some point. So I just appreciate it putting that extra effort in.
It's like the pants with the holes in them.
Right.
Some places charge extra for that.
Exactly. It's a distressed bong. I'm fine with that.
Distressed bong.
Got a little character.
It's time for some vape communion. I'm gonna hit the J43. Cheers, everyone.
About to pack another bowl.
Cheers.
Yeah,
Cheers. Enjoy the glass balls.
I may need to leave after the
Speaking
next
of
bowl.
cheers, I'm turning 21 tomorrow. So,
cheers
happy
to that.
birthday.
Nice.
Patron.
Happy birthday.
Nice.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Patron.
Tomorrow. Yeah, man. Salud.
That's pretty
You're not
nice.
supposed to have that till
2020
tomorrow.
21.
Yes.
You already know Rona fucked up my day, but we celebrated.
Salud.
Yeah, you do what you got to do.
It's nice. Cut up that fake ID.
Man, I don't need felonies.
It'll only
Fuck
get you in
that.
trouble now.
Cheers. 3 sips. That's how the Mexicans do it, right?
Oh God. Oh God.
Oh.
There we go. Cheers.
Oh boy. Cheers, buddy.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
420 birthday.
Vape?
Pretty sure you're supposed to vape that tequila on your birthday.
We chilling now. This is a party. Happy 419.
419. Yeah. Are we gonna do a stream tomorrow? We will.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm planning on doing a stream on 420 Vape Zone for sure. I mean, we can do
for sure.
We can do a Vape Church sesh as well.
That's what I was asking.
Indeed. Why not?
Indeed. I should be home tomorrow night, so
I have a special vape arriving tomorrow.
ooh. Can you tell us?
Is it the grasshopper?
No, not yet. It's the Golden Volcano.
What?
Yeah.
By Stores
Was
and Pickle?
it Diocane?
Yeah, I spoiled the surprise posting.
Oh, there you. I didn't notice that was you. I was like, oh, there's a guy in a field of marijuana.
I thought maybe you got delivery on the liftoff.
You were about to have Kenny super jealous.
Is that the one with the grinder built in also?
The world's greatest vaporizer.
I'm so excited.
World's most powerful.
Most powerful.
Most
Sorry.
powerful.
My main problem with the Volcano has always been that it's not expensive enough.
Or gold.
Gold plated.
Yeah.
I'm never buying another vaporizer that's not gold. So
It is more expensive being gold plated. But so it's their 20 years apparently. 20 years celebration model.
Yeah.
It's interesting that they chose their cheapest version to gold plate, though. I guess maybe because it's the oldest one.
I bet they already had a bunch of them that were gold plated, and they just made new packaging.
What should we do with these?
They
had a bunch of them in old inventory, and said, "Oh, we can just make a new shelf for those." And
because they had them gold plated before, and they had colored ones too.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Old stock.
Probably.
Who knows?
Probably. I think it's for a giveaway. I'm pretty sure it's for a giveaway. That's why they're sending it to me. I don't need 3.
For you to give away, or for you to promote something?
For me to give away.
Nice.
Pretty sure.
Nice.
Because they when they reached out to me, they're like, "Hey, would you be interested in doing a golden volcano giveaway?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
Cool.
no golden ticket, but yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah. Sign me up.
Stores seems like pretty cool people. At least the people that I've communicated with.
Good.
But Kenny, now I want to see if there's a snozberry strain after the Willy Wonka reference. That would be a great name for a strain. The snozberries taste like snozberries.
I totally bet there is.
There should be.
Look that up on Leafly and see if there's snozberries.
Don't let me forget that I have a weed delivery coming. Like,
Eventually.
yeah, eventually. I have no idea what they're with the sale, they're probably super busy.
It'll come sometime today.
Normally, I call in my order and then they tell me. This is my first time using their online order thing.
Somebody in the chat said a gold brick would be fun.
Get pretty hot, I imagine.
It would. I'll do that. I'll need a $50,000 deposit.
Would that even buy a brick? I don't think they wouldn't buy a gold brick, would it?
I'll get it done. You deposit $50,000, I'll get it done. Don't worry about it.
I was going to say,
no attention to the asterisks next to that gold brick.
50,000. I'll start digging in my own yard for that gold. It's okay.
Start melting your American Eagles.
Is gold or not?
They're looking at people's dental work.
Buy bottles of
Hey,
gold
yo.
water.
Go Niners, baby. Beautiful day
Niners.
in the Bay.
Hey,
The Bay Area, bruh. What's good? South Bay right here. Checking in.
Nice.
enjoy it, man.
Nice to see somebody outside.
Thank you.
Cash or check?
Yeah, bro. Honestly, it's
Scott P said cash
Nice
or
listening
check.
to
and I'll-
legends.
I'll say cash only, please.
I see homies in the group.
No.
Your internet's cutting out, man. You're
Metro PCS.
getting all Mr. Roboto. Double word up.
Easy RC.
It's the Cricket Mobile.
What I was going to say though, back to the golden brick is you know how people would repair wooden furniture and stuff with gold, where like if there was a crack, they would fill it with gold. Would there be a really? Oh, sorry. Okay, so that used to be a thing. I guess when it was a little bit, yeah, like actual gold. People would use it to repair wooden. I mean, people in high society.
It's like the bowls, right? Like Kylo Ren mask kind of shit.
Yeah. So, and it would usually be like wooden ornamentation, something like something valuable made out of wood. That if it cracked, they would repair it by filling the crack with gold. Melted gold. And it would create some really beautiful stuff. So I almost wonder if there would be a way to, if you took a sticky brick and allow it to still be functional, you might have to take a big one, but to somehow crack it.
Or fractal it.
Yeah,
So the
fractal
that with gold.
Yeah, but the fractal is pretty shallow, right?
I don't know.
By choice.
Oh, so you could do deeper.
Mm-hmm. Lots of people that do the Lichtenberg fractaling go much deeper and then fill it with epoxy.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. I've seen videos online. It's really fascinating to watch.
Yes.
Man, you could go crazy with that. And it wouldn't be, obviously it wouldn't be a normal thing. Thinking way out in my dreamy space. But just melt some gold into that. Inlay a sticky brick with fractal with gold. I think that would
be really friggin' cool.
It'd be pretty rad.
24K restrictor disc.
That might increase the cost just a touch.
But I mean, Dynavap's making gold Dynavaps.
Gold restrictor disc about
And
$60.
It might not take that much melted gold to fill in a relatively shallow crack. I don't know. Probably not as much gold as it would make to make a Dynavap.
Dynavap is selling some high-end Dynavap stems and stuff. You're right.
Yeah. There's got to be somebody that would buy that.
But are there gold screens?
Wink, wink, Kenny. There's a market, man. If you build it, they will come.
That sounded more like a suggestion than a market.
This says, okay. It says use a lacquer dusted with powdered gold or silver.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yeah, they're gluing gold to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But if Amanda wants to buy a gold one, I'll sell it to her.
Like the gold sheets, like the gold foil, and you can.
That would be very hard to work with. No, it is a powder. It's not really a liquid. It is a powder. Like powdered gold.
I see.
We went down a weird rabbit hole here.
Yes.
Gold
bricks.
Gold bricks.
If I get my hand on some gold bricks, I'm just splitting. Sorry.
Yeah. Definitely not drilling holes in them for sticky brick. Be the most valuable sawdust you ever had, though, Kenny.
Yeah. I'm going to find Elon Musk, have him make my self-driving RV, and I'm out of here.
Be a fingerprint magnet, too. Cool.
All right.
And that's where you get an hour and 15 minutes into the session.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Little glass cubes, yes.
We should
Everybody wants a glass sticky brick.
A glass sticky brick.
Yes. I get that request often.
All glass.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually an interesting idea.
It'd be hot, wouldn't it?
I think it's very doable. I think it would be very breakable.
I'd be
something
too
you
scared to use
move
it.
and would like clank together to,
Bing!
Oh shit! I almost want to take up glass blowing just to make one. What if you made like a standable Sherlock pipe, like style, like it was blown, like it could stand on its own and have a bowl, and then the heater intake piece would also be a separate blown piece that would almost sit on top, like a lamp would, and it would make the sticky brick intake flame go on top of a bowl piece. The bowl piece would be separate, so you could take the top off.
Yeah,
that could be done.
Yeah, absolutely.
Be an artist. A glass artist would have
Does
to
anybody make a glass version of that?
Yes. No, not really. No, sorry. No, not really. But I do think that's possible, and we've discussed it. My glass blower and I have discussed it. And
oh, cool.
Once again, it just seems highly breakable, and it's not going to be real cheap to make. So
it might be cool for like one time, kind of
a
collectors.
showpiece, or like a 20, a very limited run or something.
It'd be a piece of art.
Yeah,
Yes.
and one would expect to pay for said piece of art.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like a Rio, almost like. I could see it.
It would have to be a little insulated also. If you get smaller than the junior, you feel the heat in the bowl chamber on your fingers when you hold it.
What if you made a silicone cover for the glass brick that was in the shape of the bricks?
Yeah.
Lighter.
Give you protection and it help cool it down in your hands.
Yep. That's a good idea. Should always have protection.
That's right.
Fantastic.
Well,
that's why Session McCray has his gun and shield over there. Fully loaded, ready for bear.
Keeping it safe on the church today.
What about nippled mouthpieces for the bricks? Does anybody have those aftermarket? Kind of like the BB9?
No, not yet. We're working on it, and I can't even get normal glass right at the moment. My glass blower is shut down at the moment, so yeah.
Big trouble.
Sorry, I'm a little frustrated at the moment. Which is not to say that it won't, at some point, yes, we want like cooling mouthpieces. But right now I just like flame intakes and mini bubblers. So
I'm wondering if
That's cool.
piece would even like fuck me up, if it would throw me off, because I kind of rely on taste and heat in the vapor to know when I need to back off on the torch.
I do that too. So I've struggled using bubblers for that reason.
Though.
But wouldn't the bubbler
I
do the
use the
same
sound
thing?
a lot.
That's my question with the flip brick. Like, do you combust with the flip brick more?
I mean, it would just take getting used to, right?
I think the odds of you combusting are higher. How about that?
Yeah.
Do you tend to combust more when you're using the bubbler?
Yeah.
Do you?
They all have a little different technique. Everyone's a little different.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say I've been loving the recycler. I haven't combusted once with it, and I'm not using the disc or anything. It's just
nice
ripping.
Yeah, I'm about to hook my flip brick to this little thing right here.
Which recycler do you have?
I don't know. It's just like a cheap one from.
Oh no, Southbound.
I got the sticky recycler in the mail yesterday.
Nice.
Nice.
What do you call that, Ken?
Nice stuff.
V goodies with the hookup.
Nice.
That's badass.
Well, I have to get out of here. We have to run to Lowe's before they close.
Hey, you gonna buy a hose?
No, I have to buy a sliding door latch lock. Because don't want to leave our apartment unlocked all the time.
Cool.
So
a hose would be more fun. You could turn that into a bong at least.
A what?
I said a hose would be more fun. You could turn that into a bong at least.
That's true.
Just get a piece of wood and jam it into the patio door.
Screw it shut.
That's it.
That's what we did last night.
Wood rod.
But yeah,
That's it. Wood rod, and nobody getting in there.
Yep. But we also need to get in when we leave, and we don't want to also leave it unlocked. So anyway, I mean,
all the reasons you need
you need a key lock on a door to an apartment.
Damn you and your logic.
I don't want to go, but I have to.
Bye,
Here's all.
Thanks for
Happy 419.
Take it easy.
Take care, Gareth.
See you, man.
Later, man.
I'm still a little bummed that you didn't continue the rhyme, but I understand.
I'm sorry.
You didn't even acknowledge the rhyme.
Hose or a nose.
And he said he needed to go to Lowe's before they close. And I said, are you going to go buy a hose?
That was very
Just
Dr.
said
Seuss
you
of
get
you.
some new clothes.
Sometimes that's how it goes.
Susical.
I wanted to keep it going.
Well, that blows.
On with the shows.
Yeah, right?
Man, I don't even know.
Wading into dad jokes here.
Hey, creativity is pretty cool.
I can't argue with that. I like to argue.
I've been struggling with that, honestly. It's hard to be creative without my shop, and yeah, so.
You just need to be more creative about your creativity, Kenny. That's all.
I'm trying to draw things. I'm trying to, write notes or something so it doesn't fade away.
There you go.
We should figure out a way to jam, make some music.
I agree.
Yo, I'm about to break out this.
My guitar is right behind me, actually. I picked it up for the first time in 2 weeks. So.
My bass is right over there.
Nice.
Mine's over here somewhere. There we go.
Nice. I'm about to get the bass too. That'd be fun. I'm vibing right now. This is great. Those 3 hits.
Perfect.
Happy 419.
Happy 419.
419.
So I got some lyrics. I wanna try to make guitar jams Premiere.
Men are just
I know
all
Premiere.
men are like this, and all men are like that, and all men are this.
Who's this?
And complaining about me and bitching.
Right. There we go.
What was that?
Yeah, phone conversation.
Sound like a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I kept it going.
Well, that part of the conversation's up on the internet for however long. The rest of YouTube.
Been a good stream. Ads earlier. Somebody's getting in trouble on the phone. But yeah, I got lyrics. I wrote some lyrics, and I wanna try to make some guitar looping jams just with Premiere. Like I was thinking if I like laid down some tracks in Premiere and then copied and pasted them and looped them over and then played it and then did a voiceover and just like played over top of it, like I could add beats to it and make all the music myself with my guitar.
You could totally do that.
And then just put my lyrics on top of it. It may sound dumb and stupid, but that also sounds kind of fun to do.
I'm not familiar with Premiere. Oh, all I was gonna say is, can you hook up a drum pad to it like an MPC? Because you can get like a cheap Akai pad and like actually like map some sounds, and it'd be kind of a fun little thing to kind of play on the drum pad.
That's my next step. Like I would love to add some drums and some bass and some other music to it, but I don't have those instruments. So if I can synth them, I'd love to do that.
That's pretty cheap. I was amazed because I used to do that years ago, and now with all the technology and all the software and stuff, you can do it for so cheap and just go in and mess around and noodle and have a lot of fun with it.
I was thinking I was going to do lyrics and music with guitar, and then I was going to send the track to Kenny. Say, Kenny, yo, lay down some funky bass line for me.
Yes, let's do that.
Does that sound fun?
Yes, it does. Yes. I would do that in a heartbeat.
Cool. Wait, Southie, what do you play?
I play bass and guitar mostly. And I don't know. If it makes noise, I'll try to play it and figure something out. I played a kazoo solo in one song.
Have you seen the Kazoo Kid videos that I always play?
I think I may have seen some of them. I don't remember off the top of my head any of them specific.
Really? I'm pretty sure you would remember if I show them right now.
All right. Well, I may have not seen them. I don't know.
I won't torture Vape Church with it right now.
Fair enough. I see a bass over there.
I don't know. I just got my bass out. You got me in spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this kid with the bass outside. All right. You related to Zach?
Rock and roll.
Nothing,
all right.
Nothing wrong with bass outside as long as you got a really big amp.
All right. I got an ETA of 10 to 15 minutes on the delivery.
Woohoo!
Okay, that's perfect.
Is that a Nightwalker 11? Sound familiar? I think so.
I got the amp,
so
but it's somewhere else in the house.
I would have voted yes.
Right now, you got to deal with just.
Anyone vote yes? Yeah.
What was yes? Sorry.
Nightwalker. All right. Keep your finger on the button.
Yep.
Everyone be ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got a black
Man,
cat.
Okay.
There's no crazy
Everybody's
rap.
waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Afro Man, Colt 45. This is fun. I love the bass. Keep on rocking.
That's how you do
Also,
21 right during the virus, right?
I
there.
am more than a kid with a bass. Yeah, I'm spending 21 all right, for sure. Afro Man, Colt 45.
Okay.
Man, cool 45.
Hell yeah, Afro Man, homie. You want to hear it?
Can you play me Lopsy Lou?
That sounded like Smoke on the Water.
DMV.
Hey, it's called 45 and 2 zigzags. Baby,
Oh, okay.
that's all we need. We can go to the park after dark, smoke that tumbleweed. My birthday is 420, so we do what we.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, man.
Happy
I
birthday.
appreciate it.
Happy
Y'all are
birthday.
some internet legends, especially Kenny and you, Troy. You guys are lit. Keep it up.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. RC, you're a legend too, buddy.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Everybody needs a little love right now, and a little good vibes. You know, that shit's lit. You know, I love watching YouTube, catching you guys, and learning about this whole cannabis stuff, this whole Dynavap stuff. It's really lit all the time.
Thank you.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, I'm high and off topic. I don't know what.
Okay.
Carrots is gone. What happened to Carrots? You need Carrots to co-host. Kenny, you're in charge now.
Okay.
Kenny, you're the captain now.
I'm 5 minutes away from dinner. Sorry. So I'm going to have to take off soon myself. I made bread today that I intend to eat fresh. So
enjoy that.
So
Fruits
good.
of your labor. That's what's up.
We signed up for a farm box. So once a week they're dropping farm fresh food off on our porch. So we're cooking a lot of interesting things, a lot of different things during the stay-at-home order.
That's fine. I want to do that. I want to go find one of those right now and sign up for it.
It's very nice because you only get what's fresh that particular week. So it forces you to make different things. And mostly
awesome.
healthy.
That sounds awesome.
Except for the half pound of butter I throw in with everything.
Man, the butter is the most healthy part of any recipe. I don't know what you're talking about, Ken.
It keeps you lubed up, right?
Yeah, right? You don't want these joints to just freeze one day. That's what the butter's for.
Yes.
It's funny. I've been trying to avoid like rice, but my wife is Asian, so it makes it difficult.
Yeah, that might get tricky.
And why brown rice is so good for you? Why?
Yeah, brown rice is hard to make.
Yeah.
White rice is just a bunch of useless white carb.
Yeah.
And we tried like this riced cauliflower that we found at the grocery store.
Yeah.
And it's surprisingly good.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Like, it's a great rice substitute.
Trader Joe.
Yeah, Trader Joe. Trader Joe's is like a line here now. You have to wait in line to go there to get
That's what's up. California, man. I mean, do it. I remember when times were different, but like, it's the way things are.
Yeah. It sucks. It sucks.
I remember that when times were different too, like 3 weeks ago.
Say, wasn't that like last month?
Things are like not like that anymore. You got is your shortages all over?
No, you got to wait in line to get in the grocery store and stuff.
Oh, okay. Wasn't sure if it's like that everywhere or just California.
Is anybody Is anybody doing anything for 420 tomorrow? I don't mean necessarily going out, but any special things at home or whatever.
It's my birthday, but that's it.
Well, that's special, but
I'll be streaming on Planet of the Vapes YouTube channel for a while. Planet of the Vapes will be streaming all day. Jerry will be streaming or not all day, but I think starting at 4 p.m. Eastern, he'll be streaming.
Cool.
And he's going to stream through like 3 or 4 420s.
Nice.
All of the 420s in the US time zones, Planet of the Vapes will be streaming through. And I'll be on at 4:20 Eastern. And then he's got a few other guests lined up as well.
Very cool.
And they're giving away a shit ton of vapes. They're giving away like $4,200 worth of vaporizers on the Planet of the Vapes stream.
Wow, nice.
This is on Instagram?
On YouTube.
YouTube. Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds awesome.
Well, I have to wrap it up.
That's cool, Kenny. Thanks for hanging out with us, Kenny. I'm probably gonna end the stream because we're all pretty faded, and I have a delivery happening like any minute now.
Enjoy your food, Kenny.
All right, everybody have a great night. It was fun. Great session.
Indeed. Thanks for watching in the Vape Church stream on YouTube. I'm gonna end the stream now. This session is gonna stay live, and we'll be session throughout the day. But the Vape Church portion of the YouTube stream is going to end now. So all the people who don't want to show their faces consuming